Hey, it's Paul Toby here. Thanks for taking the time to watch this quick video. Today we're talking about how Groundhogg sends admin notifications to different departments based on a contact form. So in other words, if somebody goes to your contact page and says, oh, I need to speak to somebody in accounting, how does that person specifically get notified? So the way that I like to do this is with tags. Now you can do it with meta information, but I prefer tags and keeping track of things. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to turn off my video so that you can see the full screen. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up 3 different tags for 3 different departments. And we're going to put history because we're keeping track of what people have done with us. So history, sales department, and we can of course do this in bulk as well. Let's go ahead and do that. And the second one will be history, parts department. And the last one will be history, service department. So there's our 3 tags: service, parts, and sales. The next thing we're going to do is go create our funnel, which would be our contact page. And I've started it already. Just haven't named this properly. So we're going to call this 10.marketing department distribution. And here's our web form. We've got first name, last name, phone number, email address, and a message. And in this section here, we're going to put a radio selection for the departments. So the label is, which department would you like to speak with or send a message to? And we're going to give it a meta name, department distribution. And the first one is going to be sales department, and then from our tags that were created, all we have to do is pick that tag. So history sales department, let's add another option. And we're going to make that a required field. And there it is right there. So now all we need to do is send admin notifications to each of those departments based on the tag. So let's go ahead and add a step, and we're going to choose action, admin notification. So the first thing you'll have to do is know the email address of that person in that department. So let's go ahead and sales@paultoby.com, and we'll leave that as is, or it could be info, doesn't matter. And then you've received a message, our contact page. Here are the details, the message. And then of course you want to put in all of the meta information. So on and so forth. I'm not going to go through that in detail, but basically anything that's in the form you can put in the content of the message. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to enable the conditional logic. And then we're going to run if the contact passes any condition, otherwise skip this step. And we're going to do it based on tags. Now, like I said before, you could do it based on meta information, but I like keeping track of things by tags. So the number of people total that have contacted the sales department over the last 12 months, those are the people that will have those tags. So it's a little bit more difficult to find that list based on meta. So let's just do it with tags, and we're going to go ahead and put sales department. And that's pretty much it. And then all you have to do is duplicate the admin notification. You might want to rename that one, so notify sales department. And the next one will be notify service. And then the last one will be parts department. So let's go to the service one, and let's pick service. And then finally parts. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now, if you wanted to make sure that the service department signed off on that, one of the things you'd have to do is in the message, you'd have to include something like a web page. Please go to this web page to confirm receipt of this message and that you're following up. And then you would include a link to that web form. And on that page, you'd have to stick a web form, and it would basically, when filled out, and a little check mark that says, yes, I've followed up, then you'd have to add a tag, and then that would be a tag benchmark that says, hey, that's been completed. So you would need a separate funnel to do that, but that's basically the approach. So if you have any questions about how to set that up, you can ask, but that's not what this particular video is about, but it's just an idea on how to go about getting confirmation from the department that indeed someone has received the message and is following up. All right, thanks for your time. My name is Paul Toby. Have a great day.